are back. I'm here with Dr. Sara Whitney. So let's see my test results because, last week I had the chelation and I wanted to see what my heavy metals were in my bloodstream because as a dentist I work with a lot of mercury. We remove amalgam, which is basically those silver fillings that you have in your mouth. They're actually not silver, they're 50% mercury. So I also grew up in Romania and God knows what else I picked up from there. So, Dr. Sara, what does it look like?
Well, so the first test we do, we collect urine before we did the IV. So this is what we call the pre-provocation. So can I show everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are her results. Basically, what is in green is okay. So this is what you're just dumping on your own, so with no help.
Okay.
So we like to do this one mostly for comparison, and then also just to see if there's something that you're just really getting rid of a lot on your own.
Okay.
So lead seems to be right up there on the yellow line. So you're kind of naturally detoxing some lead, which is good. And other things are just kind of, baseline what we see.
Okay.
Then we collected your urine for 6 hours after, and you'll see there's a big difference, right? So
basically I took that stuff you put inside my IV.
You did the 2 IVs, DMPS and EDTA.
Okay. That's going to pull things away from my
tissue. Out of your tissues into your bloodstream. Then we gave the glutathione, which helps it become water soluble. Then you pee it out.
Okay.
We collect the urine, and then this is what was in the urine. So now we have lines, all the way to the red, and they use numbers too. So this is quite a bit of lead came out, 41.
Where does lead come from? I mean, where would I pick it up from?
Basically, it was rampant in the environment for a long time. So lead pipes, lead paint, leaded gasoline. So, and it also can come through generation.
Oh,
so you could have got it from your mom.
Oh.
And, at some point in your life along the way, you picked it up. So, you're getting rid of it on your own, but when we added the chelation in, you really got rid of it.
Okay.
So basically, we use this now to say you're a good candidate for chelation because you actually dumped it all. This is not what is in your body. This confuses a lot of people. So this is not a way to say you have this much lead or this much mercury. This is just what came out.
Got it. Okay.
So, but with numbers like this, usually we do 5 or 10 treatments and we retest again to see how much you continue to dump. A lot of times we'll see the numbers drop, after 5, 10 treatments. You'll start dumping less. Typically when we get close to the end, we see the aluminum will spike way up high.
Interesting.
So like on the second or third time we do this for some people, all of a sudden aluminum will be way high. And then people are like, why all of a sudden do I have aluminum? And it's like, that's usually means you're towards the end. The body has gotten rid of the lead, has gotten rid of the mercury. A lot of people will also dump lead first before mercury, but so your mercury could even get higher. We'll see. After a few treatments, we'll recheck your urine again and see.
Okay.
Other things that are a little bit high, thorium. This is one of the ones that comes from the Fukushima, the radiation that's floating across the Pacific, unfortunately.
Plus, I was during the Chernobyl explosion in Russia. I was in Romania, so I know I picked up all this radiation.
Yeah. So some of this we start to see kind of, will come out more. Is it cadmium? You have a little bit high. That's people smoking and stuff. If you've ever around that, antimony's a little high. So these are the 2 that we're always most concerned about, lead and mercury.
Lead and mercury. Okay, so where do we go from here?
So now we can chelate.
Okay.
And we know that you're going to dump metals. So every time we do it, we don't have to check every time, but we'll check after a couple times and you'll just keep feeling better.
What are some of the risks of chelation? Is there a risk?
As long as it's done slowly and with good dosing, then basically we check your kidneys every 5 treatments, make sure that we're not seeing any stress on your kidneys. But usually when we do it slowly, then it's fine. So I have people come to me and they say, "Oh, I do 3 grams of EDTA and it takes a half an hour." It's like, no, 3 grams of EDTA, it's 1 gram per hour. So when you get up to the max dose, you should be sitting for 3 hours getting your IV. Because, when it's going through your bloodstream, that's when it's able to pulse. So if you just push it super fast, that, it's harder on your kidneys. So people do chelation in ways that isn't safe.
Oh, I see.
Or doing it more than once a week.
Okay. So. Do I have to take any nutritional supplements while I'm doing the chelation?
We take trace minerals to replace because this doesn't
Not specific to.
Not specific,
Okay.
exactly. So we take trace minerals to replenish.
Okay.
So you'll take them not the day before, not the day of, or the day after, because if you, then you're just putting things in to come out, right?
Yeah, makes
But then we replenish the days in between.
And then how much time between the chelations?
Usually once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week is as quick as you can do it.
Okay.
Some people, when you're busy, you're on vacation, you miss a week, something.
Now, I did have some headaches a couple of days. Is that normal?
It can be normal, for the day after, because what we're doing, we're bringing things into the bloodstream again. So there can be a little bit of, some people get a little nauseous, some people get a little headache, some people get a little fatigued. Usually it means something's happening,
Okay.
right? And I mean, with these results, something happened.
Well, I'm really excited to get rid of all these heavy metals. So thank you
Yeah.
very much.
You're welcome.
I'll see you in the chelation room.
Yay!